Hello and welcome to the Futro Hidden Movie Gems podcast. I'm your host, Ty Spiker Christensen. We've got Jordan Christensen on the podcast.
Chicken. Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
Chicken, cocaine, and chicken.
Cocaine
We've
and
got
chicken.
we've got Cameron Mickle on the pod.
You're
Or
muted.
It
take
Oh
mute.
wait,
Well,
it
there's
like cut
mute.
out. Yeah.
It
take your
just cut out.
seats if you're a little bit.
Give me your seat.
I
And we've got Grant Mickle
would do
on the
movie
podcast.
quote if you have one.
Yeah.
My initial quote was me
F
throwing
you,
throwing up
Linda.
in his mouth.
F you, Linda from accounting. Yeah, it's so
Marketing
good.
and management.
Marketing
Or what
management.
is it? It's like
Strategy.
strategy and management.
And we've got Elise Mickle on the podcast.
I don't have a quote, sorry, but howdy, everybody.
From strategy and accounting.
Wait.
That's what it is.
Her
Least-
quote was my first quote of Rachel McAdams throwing up his mouth.
Yeah, Cameron looked like he was convulsing or throwing up spirits, like demons. So I couldn't tell what you were doing because your mic cut out because you were
Yeah, because it
screaming,
was so loud.
eating your mic. Or the
or-
boar just snotting all over her face. So nasty. That reminded me so much of the Drag Me to Hell movie. The
Mhm.
embalming fluid, just yeah, dude. Sam Raimi loves that fluids, man. It's disgusting.
I know.
Guys, we're
Him
reviewing
and Quentin both need psychological help.
Quentin. No, it's Ari Aster or is it Robert Eggers? Who needs more help? Ari Aster.
No,
definitely.
Ari Aster,
Number
100%.
number one. Send help,
Is
please.
he midsummer guy?
Yes, and also Bo
Bo's
is afraid.
afraid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
You don't need to see it to know that he needs
Well,
help.
if you're a fan of giant penises, Grant, then that is the movie.
Exactly. Oh my
Speaking of
God.
that, did you see they're doing a Jack A 5? I'm so excited.
The Jack what?
I didn't know there was more than one.
Jack A Forever, and then
Are you
they're
talking about
making
Jackass? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The donkey movies.
Oh, I always think of Kick A whenever you say that.
Yes,
That's why I
there's
said
technically
Jack.
Kick-Ass 1 and 2 already, Grant.
Hmm. Jackass, the one where
Anyways,
they're like old now, and they were just like,
yes, they're doing dumb stunts. Anyways, what we're talking
Oh my
about
gosh.
today,
Dumb stunts. Dumb stunts. Dumb dunts. Yeah, today we're reviewing Send Help. This movie came out in 2026. It's in theaters, like right now. Go see it. It's pretty great. It's directed by Sam Raimi. We love him from Evil Dead and Army of Darkness and
Cameron's favorite movie.
Spider-Man's best version of Spider-Man's, in my
Best
opinion.
Spider-Man, best Tobey
Best-
Maguire.
Best Tobey Maguire, yeah. Best Tobey Maguire. Best Spider-Man. Tom Holland, I know people like, and people like Andrew Garfield. They're all fine. I don't think there's a bad Spider-Man movie out there. Maybe there is. I don't know. But I'm an apologist for Spider-Man 3. It's not that bad, because there's a good edit of that movie where it's much darker, but they toned it
well,
back.
is there a better scene in any superhero movie ever than a man praying to God that a man die? Please, God, just kill Peter Parker. Like, Eddie, I don't know if this is what church is used for.
Then he's at the church and he's like, Peter, he's dying. Parker, he's dying. I got my wish. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And again, because he lost a job that he
Yeah.
had no right having and lied into.
Yeah, an
Let's
ex
Photoshop.
coworker praying for you to die is crazy.
Especially when you cheat to get ahead. Like he literally was photocopying and photoshopping stuff that didn't happen. So it's like you only have yourself to blame. It's pretty wild. Anyway,
and I don't remember Spider-Man 3 like at all.
dude, go back and watch it. It's a banger. It's awesome. Well,
And just see Tobey Maguire trying to turn in pictures of him like this, and he's like, "Oh, I just took this from a rooftop." Oh, you got a selfie of Spider-Man on a rooftop?
you know, you're pretty tight. Parker, get in here, you're fired. Oh yeah, Jonah Jameson, best casting ever. J.K. Simmons is so good. Okay.
Anyways, who is this starring?
Yeah, this stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien and a bunch of other
And
people.
that's about it.
Well, and then
Here's
the
why.
Allstate guy was there for a second with a weird close-up of sniffing
Yeah,
his
President
hand.
Palmer from 24.
Sniff my hand.
I'm not gonna sniff your hand.
Well, did
Tuna
you
salad.
see Bruce Campbell's cameo? He's the dad of the company.
What?
He wasn't in it, was he?
No,
Yeah,
there's a giant
It's a
picture in the
picture.
background.
sure of him. Yeah, yeah, I saw the
Wait,
face.
you said that. Who is he again?
Bruce
So
Campbell's
he's
Army
Army
of
of
Darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah,
Oh, Ash or
He's
whatever.
also the
yeah, yeah.
doorman to play in Spider-Man 2.
He's like
he's all
in just about every Sam Raimi movie.
yeah.
They're good friends, and he
Mhm.
tortured him when he made Evil Dead, just pouring gallons of blood on him and torturing him and long shoots, and he was miserable. And I think what did he do? He like fractured a wrist or something. He did like some painful stuff. It reminds me when Jordan and I were
Dang.
making movies when I fell through a staircase and almost broke my legs. And Jordan's like, "Oh, we didn't quite get the shot. Can we go back up the stairs again?" I'm like, "No, I'm done."
Yeah, it's
So
got to be what
funny.
it's like working with David Fincher.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like 100 takes. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to break that laptop a couple hundred more times.
Yeah. Bruce Campbell said one time in class, because they went to school together, and he would just sit behind him and stab him in the back of the neck really hard with pencils just to see if he'd get a reaction out of him. That's what happens when you make movies with your best friends. You
I
just
know,
torture them.
dude. Yeah, you just
That's
torture each
funny.
other. Well, I have to give it to the Maze Runner kid. I didn't recognize him, and he did a pretty good job at holding his own in this movie. I thought it was super corny at
Yeah.
first, but that's why I did the chuckling because that was intentional and it was very strange because it felt like I was in a different movie. Like it was just like, like I thought this was like an SNL sketch or something. I was like, what is happening? Like it was so over the
Sa-
top.
Sam writes the best douchebag characters.
Yeah. Yeah, like even the guy with like two suspenders or like two
Uh-huh.
suspenders. He just had the pair of suspenders on and he's just like, yeah, yeah, your name's at the top. And you literally see him like take off the sticky note, throw it in the trash. Just like takes credit. He's like, I was up all night. I'm working hard. You're just like, oh my gosh, it's so
Yeah,
annoying.
it's literally like an office, like what not to do HR video.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
she takes
basically.
the tuna fish sandwich and puts it in the filing cabinet. I'm like, oh, please, no. Just like squishes
I
in the
know.
drawer. I was like,
Yeah, it
that's
doesn't fit. Ugh.
yeah, yikes. And then talking to someone, and then he's just like staring at her, and then the extreme close-ups of the freaking tuna on her face. It's so good. Reminded me of the Emperor's New Groove. He's just like, what the? How long has that been there? When he's staring at her teeth.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into this movie. What was like watching this movie for the first time? What was like your theater going experience? Why don't you start us off with Grant?
Yeah, so all of us here except for Ty went and saw it in theaters,
I
and
saw it in
yeah,
theaters,
it
just not
was
with you guys, yeah.
all right, yeah.
Because I can't stand the
And
smell.
well, it was so fun because so me and Jordan sat next to each other, and we were just like laughing the whole time, and like it was just funny because me and Jordan felt like we were laughing at parts that no one else was laughing
It was
at.
the theater was silent, and then you two would cackle
I
up
know.
front.
Yeah. Well, literally every time Daniel Bryan or what's his name?
Yeah, Dylan
Dylan.
O'Brien. Hmm.
Yeah, every time he would do the heh, like his laugh, me and Jordan just burst out laughing. It was
It
so
was so
funny.
cartoonish.
Yeah.
Like he's like forcing
Oh,
it
that's
and
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
and even he's laughing and it sounds so forced. It's so
Uh,
weird.
So
yeah.
funny.
Definitely a
Yeah.
choice. Well, how about you, Elise? What
That's
was it
fun.
like in the theater? Did you have a good
Oh, it
experience?
was fun. This was definitely on the pushing the gory for me a little bit. I had to close my eyes in a few parts, but I can't really explain why, but I really wanted to see this movie, and I guess I was the reason
Well,
it
she
worked
showed me the
out.
trailer. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I love Rachel McAdams, and this was just something so different from everything I've seen her do. So I feel like I
Yeah,
was like, I gotta see this,
definitely
see her in
agree.
that role.
Yeah,
So
I was kind of surprised. I was like, Sam Raimi, Rachel McAdams. It's not what I figured that would be. Like, it's not a role
I
or
mean,
a
they've
match
done
for
a
him.
movie together, Ty.
Have they? I didn't
That
know.
Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange.
Oh, wait,
wait,
did
Who
they're
is
Sam
she
both in
Raimi
in?
that
direct
movie?
those?
Yeah, she's
Oh, right. He did Sam. Okay, sorry, but wait, is she's Benedict Cumberbatch's fling, right?
yeah, like
Yeah.
she's the other doctor.
Yeah, but he has a thing for her. But is she
Oh.
even in the multiverse? Does he
I
just
Mhm.
don't
leave her at
remember
the
that.
wedding or they get married and he leaves or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
She
she's
is
in
in
the
it. Yeah.
multiverse, but yeah.
Got it. Not much in it. I mean, I remember the first one, she had a bigger part with the astro projecting and
Yeah.
everything, but got it. But no, that's a good point. Like he's directed a movie with her
Yeah,
before.
so I wouldn't be surprised if like working with her there, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to work with her again."
Yeah. Well, that's the way Sam Raimi is. Like everyone that he works with, he always works with again. And like he's Bruce Campbell on many projects. Tobey Maguire, he's just a very
Yeah, he
loyal kind of
there was
director.
never a Spider-Man 4 because the studios were going to create a fourth one, and so he said, "No Sam Raimi, no me." And thank heaven, so that's why we got Andrew Garfield.
Those movies are the least good
Yeah, they're the
Spider-Man.
least
Let's be
good.
real. He's a good Spider-Man, but those movies weren't all that great. Dude, don't even get me started on they made Jamie Foxx one of the most charismatic people on earth with no riz. I mean, like zero. Like gap tooth,
Wasn't he a
weirdo.
janitor?
There's
Yeah,
this
Just
yeah.
thing.
fell in
He's
the
not a
vat.
No,
janitor.
no.
He's an electrician.
Let's not forget the
Hmm.
eels fixed his gap tooth. Okay, why?
Oh, electricity will do that to you.
His teeth get shoved together. Why was that in the movie? Why was that even a thing? I don't know. Was that
Anyways,
comic book lore? I don't know. I
I think
just
we've talked more about Spider-Man and Send Help.
yeah, no, we have some. Well, Sam Raimi. It's hard to not discuss all of Sam Raimi's filmography because I feel like he's bringing in so many callbacks and references to other Sam Raimi things. But anyway, how about you, Cameron? What was it like in the theater?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect just because, like, obviously I knew it was Sam Raimi and I knew like the overall concept, but I was just curious to know how fast he's gonna kind of get into it because sometimes movies like to like have a long setup of like get you to care about the characters and then can rip them away. But they was like it was pretty quick. It was like 10 to 15 minutes, and then he like, "Yep, this plane's exploding," and
Yeah.
dying, which was kind of nice because there was like certain characters like Suspenders who, yeah, he just needed to die, and he died in a very
Well, and they never explain
was
either
great.
why the plane went down. It's just gets
Yeah,
right
it seemed like
into it.
lightning
Yeah.
struck it or something, but
Yeah.
or
Mm.
struck engines.
It probably
But
happened because Linda wanted it to happen after all of her coworkers were laughing at her Survivor audition tape.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Which, let's be
um,
real, it looked like Linda's a capable person, but she was acting like Nature Walk. Well, that's pretty neat. How neat is that? She's like on a tree and she's like, put me in the Survivor show. I'm like, come on, Linda. You're better than
yeah.
that.
But yeah, and so I didn't really know what to expect, and then it kind of took some twists and turns that I was like, I was nervous at certain parts that I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it taking like this kind of specific direction. But then overall, like I was like, I enjoyed it a lot,
Mm, very good.
which I'm usually not a super big Sam Raimi fan. Like I think he's good, but I never like love his movies. But this one was really fun.
How about you, Jordan? What was your theater going experience?
Obviously, I was very happy when because when Cameron called me and he's like, actually, we were thinking of going seeing a movie, and I was like, oh yes, thank you. And
Was not me who called you, but yeah.
oh, one of you two. And then it was just funny when I heard Elise was the one. Well, because that's what I told my wife. I'm like, uh, they all want to see it, and even Elise, and she's like, Elise wants to see it, and then she was willing to see the movie because of that,
Oh, that's
because my
hilarious.
wife does not do horror at all. So, and this is more thriller, but it's like dark comedy. Um, but
And
anyways,
there's
I
like
just
definitely horror movie elements, like the fiance at
The
the
jump
night
scares,
coming.
the nightmare and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or the gouging out the eye.
that
Um,
was terrifying.
yeah,
I'm so
so
sorry. I gouged out
That
your
that's
eye.
essentially what Jordan did to me growing up. Was
I'm
just
sorry I stabbed you.
so I'm really glad that you guys picked it because I was just gonna wait because I'm obviously you guys know I stopped going to the
wait,
theaters
Jordan, do you have no
because I
money?
had no
You have
money,
no money.
and so sadly
Fortnite skins
I
can't
was
buy themselves.
I'm kind of yeah, and I'm regretting now. Like, oh man, there's so many good directors that I love that are making movies,
That you should
and
go
Yeah,
support
like
with
Marty
your.
Supreme.
yeah, I know, and
I do want to see that, Cam.
Jordan's repenting and going back to the ways of the theater.
I will say,
um,
yeah, like movies are
Return to the chapel.
Seriously.
return to the fold. Yeah,
but
one of
yeah,
us, Jordan. One
but
of us.
I'm actually yeah, I even loved his last film. I know you guys weren't crazy about the Doctor Strange, his second film, but I loved Sam Raimi because
The
it
third
at
one,
least
right? I think there
yeah,
was.
because oh,
Wait,
I thought it was
was
just
it the
no, there's only
third? No, was
two.
Multiverse of Madness the second Strange?
The
Oh,
Second.
second.
Yeah.
I literally I'm having a Mandela effect. I thought there were three Strange movies.
Well, I think you're thinking of
No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home, the
You
third
are
one.
right. You are right.
Uh,
Includes
I
Doctor
was thinking of
Strange
another
heavily.
movie.
Yeah.
And
I can't keep my superheroes straight anymore.
I I wore my Evil Dead shirt and I was there and I was geeking out. I love all his movies, so um
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I was really excited to check it out, and obviously I
As
it did
long as it
not
wasn't
dis
on his dollar.
it yeah, it didn't
Did
dis
you guys pay for Jordan to go?
No,
no,
mom
mom
did.
did. That
I
ties doing the laugh.
know. It
No,
was
but
kind of intentional,
yeah,
but
he doesn't disappoint. And gosh dang,
yeah.
I love when he does this crap because it makes me like this is why I love movies.
Okay,
That's what
well,
I
we have to take your review, Jordan, with a grain of salt because you didn't pay for your movie ticket. So your experience and viewing experience of it was not the same as all of us that paid for hard-earned money to see this. No, I went to the theater. I had a good time. I actually did a double feature myself. So I went and saw this, and then I went and saw Iron Lung because Mark Plier is like this YouTuber,
Markiplier, yeah, he's a YouTuber.
and he made his own movie, and it was
Yeah.
pretty good. It was Iron Lung was pretty dang good, and I'll give a small review with no spoilers because you guys should definitely see it whenever you get around to it. But yeah, it's definitely thrilling and atmospheric, and it is more of a horror. And if you want to talk about gore, there's an ocean of blood, so
is is it
it's
is it
pretty intense.
Lovecraft or is it Lovecraftian?
I love Craftian. It was a
Oh, so
video
it's not.
game. I don't know who developed it, but Mark Plier reviewed the guy's game, and then the guy that made the game like wrote the lore for the game and also it attributed to the movie and stuff. But it was really cool. So, like I said, we'll get into that in a minute because this was a really cool, fun double feature because I love horror movies. I love like everything. But Sam Raimi, huge fan. Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man 2 is like the best superhero movie of all time. And it has a horror movie scene where Doc Ock kills all the doctors. So good. Like that scene is probably like, one of the coolest scenes ever. And I showed some of my kids the just fights between Spider-Man and Doc Ock on the
Oh,
subway and like on the train
I
and
thought you said
stuff.
you showed him that scene, the one scene mom made
It's
us
the
skip
scene,
when we were
yeah.
younger.
I showed the scene where they're just murdering doctors. I'm like, my 4-year-old's like, oh man.
Did you show him Aunt May though, getting tossed around by Doc Ock?
Yeah, ladies being thrown around, Aunt May being thrown around the bank heist. They loved that scene. So cool.
Yeah, she experienced the most trauma, dude. Then Green Goblin exploding in her house while praying.
Oh, dude, that's
Ah!
us. Finish it. Finish your prayer.
That's right.
It's so
Finish
good. Dude, do you have an idea what I sacrificed? Like, he is so memeable. His movies are so good. Oh my gosh.
Somewhat of an inventor myself.
There's so many good memes out of that, dude. Holy crap. Anyway, so yeah, so going to see the theater, watching Send Help, it was fun because I started with Send Help and then I watched Iron Lung. And Send Help was like just kind of very fun and movie going experience. Yeah, I too found myself laughing in the theater when people weren't like, because, and I think a lot of them probably don't know Sam Raimi. And maybe they do, because I'm like, otherwise, I don't know who else. Maybe they were just thinking, oh, it's Rachel McAdams. Like, I'll go see this
Yeah, they
popcorn
saw
film.
the two stars and they're like, "Oh, is this a chick flick?"
All right.
So, yeah,
Because
so
Cameron even said that partway through the movie, he's like, oh, they could like it could be a
Yeah, I thought
rom-com.
they were kind of hinting at that, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this
No,
because it was
Yeah,
me
almost
too.
giving like Red Turtle vibes, and then it turned into Multiverse of Sad, or not Multiverse of Sadness, Triangle of Sadness, and I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Triangle of
Well,
Sadness.
and Misery. I like that you mentioned that one too, Ty.
Yeah, in my review, I was like, yeah, this is like if you were in Triangle of Sadness or get shipwrecked with Kathy Bates as your survivor mate, like Kathy Bates from that plays Annie Wilkes from
I
Misery.
thought it was Misery when she cut the rat. Like I thought she was
Of
cutting
course
out
we know.
those
Yeah,
nuggets. Yeah.
yeah. Good.
Kind of.
All right.
Yeah,
So
me
yeah,
and Alice both thought that she was actually doing it. I was like,
part
oh
two.
my goodness.
I actually was too, and I was like, oh, interesting. Like they're gonna go for anyway. And which made sense because you're almost like, oh, is her reaction warranted? But you're like, he literally did try to kill her and leave her. And then like I
Definitely.
love like flips her off. Have you lit? Like it's so funny because you're like he starts rowing away and you're like, oh, he's not gonna make anyway. So real quick, for anyone that's watching this review and doesn't know anything about this, an employee and her insufferable boss become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. Here they must overcome past grievances and work together to make it out alive. So, um, let's hear two favorite things. Elise, why don't you hit us up? What are your two favorite things about this movie?
I do really like the FU Linda Parker on the raft. That was pretty funny. And the eating the beetle was another one.
Oh,
Oh my God.
man.
Oh, that
That
was so
part
Sam
was
Raimi, just
rough
like
to
a
watch.
gushing beetle.
And then I think I just loved
You
how
got something
they
in your teeth. Right.
I loved how they made surviving on a remote island seem like paradise. Like you just had like
Yeah.
trays of sushi and
Looked
fresh
awesome.
fruit. Anyways, that cracked me up.
I know, and I was like thinking, I'm like, oh man, they did kind of a poor job in production because this literally, like, this fruit is like has no blemishes on it and looks literally like came from the store. And then like the twist, and you're like, it's because it literally probably came from a store.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so good. Grant, how about you? What are your two favorite things?
I just love like because I didn't really know much about Raimi and like what his style of like movies are. So it's really funny being surprised by like the overly gory, like all of the liquids, like the pig, the hog, like his snout
Blood
just
and
like
snot. Yeah, blood and snot.
yeah.
Exactly.
And then like I think probably my favorite scene of those like gory nasty parts was the she's trying to revive him and is puking on his face.
So
I
Sam
was
Raimi, dude.
dying
Yeah,
laughing.
this
It
this
was
one has like a
so funny.
similar over the top like gore to the scene in Hunt for the Wilder People with a boar, where it's like
Yeah,
it's gore, but at the same time it's like funny
Yeah.
because of just
Yeah.
how over the top it is. Where she's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Just
I
and
like
then you think
hunting.
it's dead and then it's still alive. It's still spewing all over.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh man.
Good
And then
stuff.
yeah, I just think like the performances, especially of like is it Daniel? I keep forgetting his name.
Dylan O'Brien. You just call him the
Dylan.
Maze Runner.
Yeah, Maze Runner guy. Yeah, Dylan's performance was like so good. Um, and then like yeah, seeing Rachel McAdams
how
just
many
kind of
things are we doing?
crazy,
Is it our favorite six things?
gory and
Yeah, well,
acting. That's the two things. Chillax.
Cameron doesn't have anything else to say. So
Mhm.
thanks for sharing, Grant. But Cameron, you're so eager. Why don't you share your two favorite things before they all
Yeah,
get
my
taken?
first favorite thing is the main reason I was wanting to watch this is because obviously Rachel McAdams, and I was really it was really fun watching this just to kind of shows her range because
Mm,
um that's what's funny because I watched Mean Girls probably like in the later half of the movies that I had seen of hers, and so it's interesting. I like a lot of people kind of maybe grew up with knowing her as kind of the mean girl. As like,
mm,
oh, she's the typecast of like someone who's like snobby because that's why the first one I ever watched of her being kind of rude was Midnight in Paris, and I'm like, man, she's literally the worst, just because she's like super rude and just like cheating wife who's just like the worst. And then I
But
mean
you're
you
like,
could
but somehow
argue
I can't help but like her.
yeah and you could argue whether or not in the Notebook whether she's really evil and cheating and manipulative, but that's what it's just really fun seeing her in like a lot of different roles and kind of her range. And so I'd seen her as like mean and lovable and like a lot of different roles, but I'd never seen her as kind of like psycho off her rocker. And I think that was kind of a fun role to see her in, kind of like a Kathy Bates misery role, where it's like you're the whole entire time you're kind of like, what's going on? Like, I think she's like the person I'm supposed to root for. But then there's like a couple moments that you're like, am I almost rooting for Dylan O'Brien to get off this island? I'm like,
Yeah,
I think he's a terrible person,
that's
but
so funny you say
like
that, Cameron
the
Joe.
the moment that she was like, no, not yet, I was like, uh-oh, I'm starting to no longer be on your side.
Or what did she
And
say at the
that,
fire when she's like, I don't think we should leave? That's what she says. I
yeah,
would
yeah,
freak
she
Oh
was
out.
like, we should
yeah.
just stay here forever. But yeah, I think that is it's like the scariest, the most dangerous person is somebody with nothing to lose. It's kind of the similar concept. Like the most dangerous person on a stranded island is someone who has nothing to go back to, besides her bird, of course.
No, but she's
But
just gonna make Dylan her bird.
yeah, and so I think that is what was really fun was seeing her in a role like that. And then I think I think the story was told in a way that it like any questions or like maybe gripes I had were kind of like those gripes were undercut by the twist. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And it kind of made it actually, like I was saying, like with the fruit looking too good. And also kind of like Elise was saying, like made it seem like paradise. And it's like, this is so easy. I'm like, okay, she's a big fan of Survivor, but like, let's be honest. Like this person's she's literally building like these perfect everything or whatever. But then I liked the fact that it was like, oh, I got this knife. It washed up on shore. I'm like, a knife washing up on shore on a deserted island? Like what? Um, but that's the thing is like the what's it called when you're the suspension of disbelief. Like just when you hear something like that, it's like what's more logical that a knife washed up on the ocean or that she took it from like an Airbnb that's on the island? Like your brain's not gonna go to the Airbnb. You're just like, okay, yeah, I probably just did wash up on like from some shipwreck or whatever. So I think they did a really good job kind of playing with that and
Well,
because you kind of just
I didn't think it was from a shipwreck. I thought it was from their plane because a bunch of stuff, like in Castaway, like
Mhm.
there was stuff that
Well, there was
floated
also
in.
silverware tripping down, or not tripping down, but like falling down. Remember, she grabs the fork and
Orc.
stabs
Yeah.
suspenders off of her. So like there was cutlery, but
Yeah.
was there an actual knife like that? Probably not on a plane. But
Yeah.
I no, Cameron, it's funny that you say that because I already assumed the. Oh, sorry, you can finish talking. I'll
Yeah.
talk after. But yeah.
No, but yeah, just I just think it was really interesting because I think they did a good job kind of giving you enough that because to me I've seen Triangle of Sadness
Mhm.
and but even I didn't suspect that and I think they give you like it's kind of one of those things where if like you show somebody a little bit of it and they are less curious to see like the rest of it.
Mhm.
Just because like they show you like, oh, there's a boat over there, so that's why she's not wanting you to go over there because like boats occasionally pass by that like are searching or fishing or whatever, and so you're kind of like, oh, that she doesn't want him to go over there out of fear of potentially running into a boat, and so you
Mhm.
just kind of like assume like that's all that's over there, and then like eventually when it's revealed that oh no, there's literally a home over there and boats with people that regularly come and like restock the inventory and everything and you're like oh my gosh like
Well,
that's
and
in
he introduces the mystery too of like they go on that hike and then she's like, don't go over by those X rocks. Like
yeah
there's thorns and
yeah
whatever
Dangerous
over there.
thorns that'll kill
you'll be
you.
itching for the next like 2 weeks or whatever and he's like
Yeah.
okay see I was surprised that he didn't try to go over there earlier since he clearly didn't trust her and was faking the entire time. I assumed he would have like if I was suspicious of somebody, I would like, and I thought that they were trying to manipulate me. I would do the exact opposite of what they told me. So if they told me to not go somewhere, that's probably the number one place I'm gonna go try and investigate. So I was just
Mhm.
surprised he didn't investigate it earlier, but it was crazy that she came upon his fiance and was like on the fly trying to figure out like how can I like it is crazy once you're in that deep, it's like there is no way of recovering it. Like the mo
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you
I
literally
it's
just
funny that
commit one way or
yeah.
the other. You can't like half like, oh well, like I just figured like it would be fun to stay here. And then he could sue you and be like, it's part of the psycho trying to keep me here this whole time.
She should have just said that he was dead. I don't know why she told him that
Yeah, I
he
was
was
surprised that
alive.
she was like,
Well,
"Yeah,
no,
he's
because
fine."
Yeah.
then what would have happened? She would have gotten on the boat and gone back. But if he survived and never came back, like if someone found
Could she
him,
have
because
not just been like, I just want to
he would
stick
have
around?
surrounded the island and found the ho house. She knew the house was there.
Yeah, and so
So
and
if
that's the
she
thing is so
left
and if
him,
he eventually returns and it's like he literally abandoned her or she abandoned him. So
hmm
yeah, that's the problem is I think if she would have seen like them and like maybe she could have killed the Dylan O'Brien and then been like, oh, I was the only survivor, which I mean is what she ended up doing. But I just think it's hard in that scenario to just leave. It's just like such a loose end to leave behind of being like, oh no, yeah, he didn't make it out. Especially because considering you spent like weeks or maybe a month or two together, like on the island, you're not exactly gonna get away with like, oh, it must have slipped my mind with all the chaos.
mm. How about you, Jordan? You hit us up with your two favorite things.
Um, yeah, you already said it about the characters, but just kind of diving into Sam Raimi, he really good, and I already mentioned this, but making douchebag characters like Army of Darkness, he just like Bruce embodies that douchebag, and so him kind of bringing that back with this kid is really great. And then obviously his other coworker, the tool who tried to get her to unbuckle her seatbelt. It's just like
We are
Give
saved.
me your seat.
yeah, he's really good at writing like the worst characters. And then I loved Cameron his comment, and he's like, after he walked out of the theater, he's like, ah, Sam Raimi just had to do those zoom ins because he had that, the stuff on her
The tuna
lips,
Yeah,
on
like
her
he's
face,
obsessed with
yeah.
those uncomfortable zoom
that
ins. That's like,
uncomfortable, just making you feel really icky. Um, but it's great because then you feel what that the boss felt, which is like, ew, she's so gross. Like, put her in the back. It's just really funny. Anyways, and then obviously his humor, in my opinion, is like my kind of humor.
Yeah, let's not
Everything.
fail to mention that Sam Raimi is a huge fan of the Three Stooges. So it's just
Yes.
so funny when you see that he loves slapstick humor, but he also has a fascination with horror. So it's just such a funny dichotomy where it's like Three Stooges humor with like some of the goriest and gross out things you've ever seen, which is just so funny. It's like,
yeah, because like a typical Three Stooges would be
yeah,
like
yeah,
hitting heads while trying to give somebody
yeah.
like mouth to mouth. Instead, his is like, what if she was like vomiting in his mouth while giving her the mouth? Like,
Well,
Yeah, it's
and
like slapstick
sure,
humor, but yeah,
yeah,
well,
like
the Three
like literally,
Stooges,
what's his face on the outside the window, like smashing into the plane? Like it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's funny
His
because he's
suspenders get
dying. Yeah,
caught.
you're like,
but
this
the
is
Three
so,
Stooges do
and then
stuff
she just
that
closes the window.
yeah, like hanging by your like suspenders and stuff like that,
There's
and
a
like,
Tie or
thing.
yeah.
I oughta.
No.
but the Three Stooges do stuff like that. Like if it was more realistic in the sense like they'll hit each other in the head with a hammer in the Three Stooges, and it's just like boom, and they're fine. But if you did that in a Sam Raimi movie, it would like go through their skull, and it's just like blood spewed out.
Yeah,
But they kind of did that. Like literally, they're like gouging each other's eyes out and like
Yeah.
stabbing each other and like hitting each other with
Pulling
golf
out their
clubs and
yeah. The
hair.
Yeah,
most
it was
violent.
like pulls out his like scalps them.
See, and that is very
yeah,
Three Stooges.
pulls her hair.
That's very Three Stooges-esque. That they pull Moe's hair out of his
Oh
head
yeah.
like
Or
Yeah.
every
Larry,
episode.
yeah, Larry. They pull Larry.
But then he pulls out the scalp as well,
Yeah,
so
that was
Yeah, exactly. So like hair pulling is funny to him, but then
I
it's like, wouldn't it be funny if it was like if part of their flesh came off? You're like, I
I
get
also wanted I also wanted to mention I was rooting for him to escape. I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna do the get out and stab him with the antler horn.
I was too by the end. I was on his side by the end of the movie.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. So yeah,
I
it's funny
mean,
you guys say that like eventually be on his side only because she was more evil,
yeah.
but like I don't know, like he did attempted murder, but he's such a spineless twerp that he couldn't carry it through. He
Well,
couldn't
see,
even poison her to death, right? I love that. Like
well,
he's
and
like,
to me, if anything, it kind of presents like a a Death Note situation where it's like, were either of these people like actually evil, especially Rachel McAdams is like, was she initially evil or
mm,
just like the opportunity, something that created like the
yeah.
opportunistic like kind of psychopath
Yeah.
because it's like there was no really signs of her being evil and manipulative, and I know that she'd been taken advantage of kind of for a lot of her life, but it was so interesting that like just in this scenario where it was like she for the first time in her life was the one in complete control,
But
and so she
that's
was just like,
still, isn't that like manslaughter or maybe even worse because she intentionally gave him the keys to kill himself in the car.
that's not manslaughter.
It
Uh,
may be even more, Cameron. If you had a good lawyer, you could probably convince him that
yeah.
she's a murderer.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
I think
no,
it's
but
interesting. They never mentioned if
sh-
he hit someone else, but he did get into an accident and died.
Well,
And
yeah, because she gave him the keys
no, I
knowingly he was drunk, and
yeah, right,
so
right. But
like I'm
again,
saying
yeah,
that's murder.
again,
manslaughter though is almost always like when you are the one to perform something that causes them to die,
if you
not
accidentally kill
necessarily
someone, it's
allowing him to
manslaughter.
Well,
do
then
something.
involuntary, right? Is that the word then?
It's
Yeah,
Involuntary.
but
still
then you have to argue that he was in such a state that she knew for sure that he was going to crash and die. And it's like,
Well,
if you run over
Jordan's on the
someone with a
side of the
car, that's
abuser. Jordan's like, we got to get this abuser free. Get justice for the abuser. Jordan's the lawyer that's defending the abuser. Let's send this lady to jail for the rest of her life so she can get more.
one last movie that it reminded me of was Parasite, just like Rachel McAdams sneaking in and taking food and stuff. It just reminded me of Parasite a little bit there. But yeah, so overall, my two favorite things I would say like one another moment where I laughed that no one in the theater did was he's like, I got nothing but time. You're gonna be back any minute. And then
Yeah, the
it
panning
just
of
keeps
like the
panning on the
different.
screen. And the very last one, he's just like slumped over
foaming
and
at the
his
mouth.
lips are all chapped.
Foaming.
His brain is
Like
cooked. And
foaming
he's
at the
just like,
mouth.
it's just, yeah, he's just
Yeah.
foaming at the mouth. It's so funny. Like, that was such a great montage of just time passing. And it kept doing it every time he yelled something out. He's like, I'll be back. She'll be back. It just made me laugh. And then the last one is just
It's
like,
okay. It's okay. There goes the next one. This is not okay.
this is not okay. Yeah. That was great. So I love that. Like, that's
Yeah,
just
it's
such
pretty
a
much like the 5 stages of grief or whatever, all in one little montage.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then like yeah, I enjoyed the twists and turns because even when I thought like I knew, like I'll be honest, like I called that there would be a house or a resort over by the house. But then it was like, oh, this knife came from there. And for some reason I was like, okay, I get that. And then I was like, oh, and the fruit came from here. And then
And
like
the
I was
wine.
like, oh, interesting. Like so I'm like, she is kind of a
And
wannabe
alcohol.
survivalist. She did do some resourceful things. But I think it would have almost been funnier where it's like, yeah, like where did you disappear off to? I found all this food and stuff, and it's like, where are you getting all this from? And I think that's kind of funny that that was addressed. But yeah, her being armed with a knife, there was a few scenes where he's like looking at the knife. I enjoyed at the end when the final confrontation, because yeah, we've mentioned Triangle of Sadness. Like I was like, okay, like has the same theme, right? Where like the haves and have-nots, or like the hierarchy of a workplace. You have a boss and a subservient employees, and like the food chain, and then like you put them on a desert island. Now it's the survivalist that was, in accounting or whatever, marketing and strategy. But now she's on top of the food chain because and now she makes the rules, right? But it's just between the two of them, and that dynamic played out a little bit. But unlike Triangle of Sadness, where that was the whole point, this is like there's still just fun entertainment stuff where she did risk her life to hunt a boar, and she did that for meat. Like it's interesting, right? And then, again, throwing the boar's head down, it just splatters blood all over his face. And she's like, "Yeah, it's kind of funny. I did all this. I'm bringing home the bacon, and you do nothing. I literally brought home the bacon, and you're just sitting here." And you like get this sense that it's like, at what point is her charity like it is saving his life, and she continues to forgive him for not contributing, but she like saved his life from the wreckage when he mocked her and refused passed her up for the promotion and everything else. But then you're right. What point do you stop rooting for her? Like when she fails to
Well,
disclose the
to
boat.
me,
I
it's also
enjoy
a little
stories
bit
that
like
take two
Blink
sides.
Twice.
What's that?
Like it's almost a little bit like Blink Twice, where like at the
Oh,
end you're kind of like,
Especially the end,
oh,
yeah.
you kind of became like exactly what you despised,
yeah, yeah.
but
Like, at
like,
what point do you stop? Yeah, it's the most dangerous game thing where at the very end it's like, oh, does he now continue this vicious cycle, right? Because it's like, because at the very end it's clever because it literally turns like full what do you call it, Kaiser Sose thing where she's driving off and she just stares at the camera and she's like, What would you have done? Now she made millions being, oh, you survived a desert island. You're the sole survivor. And I have a self-help book now and I'm golfing. And it's just so funny because golfing was the whole motif of the beginning where she's like, yeah, someone that's
Yeah.
charismatic and fun and can
You
golf,
don't golf.
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 And I just think that's
I
kind of
just don't really
funny.
see your value.
Yeah, I don't really see your value. You're not
Yeah,
really a
she's the
people
second
person.
scariest person with a bird behind Whiplash from um, Iron Man. I've owned my bird. I
My
owned my
But
bird.
bird.
Whiplash. The Academy Award winning Iron Man 2 movie. Anyway, so yeah, those are my favorite things. But did you guys want to throw out any other things or moments from the movie? Because
Well,
I'm
what
curious.
surprised
Well,
me the most
yeah.
was she was like trying to convince him that she was cutting off his penis. It was
And
just a rat. I
castrating him
honestly
too.
thought
Yeah,
she was
not just his
cutting it
penis, but
off.
his
I was
balls.
like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
it's a
And
simple
then she was like
procedure.
lifting it up. I was like, we're gonna see like a nutsack on screen.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing I would say
Oh
is I
man,
talked about in my
that
review
was
is I'm like
funny.
this is miscongeniality levels of believableness of like look at how ugly this office
Rachel
girl is.
McAdams is, yeah, she's
I'm like
this ugly
you
older
think I'm
maid.
like yeah she's the ugly office girl sure.
Yeah. But I think it was kind of clever how like being on this island, I mean, you see her, she sees her reflection
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
like in more of her element
Bathing
and
in the
she start
waterfall.
yeah.
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 But then one thing, so I wanted to ask you guys at what point, yeah, did you guys either turn or did you ever turn? Because I did the same, I flip-flopped almost twice because I started caring for Dylan O'Brien's character when they had the drinking night where they made their own
Mhm.
moonshine or whatever. They started
Then literally
drinking.
right after, he's like, "F you, Linda."
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. So like they're having this evening where he's like talking about how his dad never really saw him. Because I thought it was interesting because the dad was the one that promised her the promotion, and then she finds out that he wasn't there really ever for him, and the mom wasn't very kind. So it's like this is an interesting character moment where they're both been affected by the father. Because then I was wondering if she was going to share things about his father that he may have didn't know. But anyway, that's just kind of like where I thought it was going to go. But in the end, it was a little more surface level, but it was still fine in the fact that you find out from him, he's like, yeah, I have these weaknesses. And so you start rooting for him, even though you've hated him all up until this moment. So at that point, I started rooting for him. And then you're right. It's undercut by the thing where you try to kill him. But like, it was such a pathetic attempt. It still didn't make me
Yeah.
turn against him. And then Rachel McAdams' response like terrified me because I'm like, that is horrifying. Was that an equivalent and an appropriate response to, again, he tried to poison her and abandon her and was like smug
Yes.
about it.
Yeah, see, obviously I'm probably
Yeah.
biased, but yeah, that's why to me
Yeah.
it make like to me I just felt like there was more reason to root for Rachel McAdams. It's just because his sob story was like my parents are really wealthy and didn't care about me. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
I had a
oh
really,
man, now you're a CEO of a multi-billion dollar company. That's a really hard life. So I'm like, you can wipe your tears with $100 bills. Like I think you'll live. And I just felt didn't feel a whole lot of sympathy for
sure.
him in his situation, and like I got it too.
Again,
Like
Cameron's biased because of his love for the actress Rachel McAdams. So
100%.
Jordan's biased because he didn't pay for his ticket. Cameron's biased because he likes Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
You have a crush on your Hollywood crush. That's so funny. But yeah, what did you guys think? Did you so Elise, you said you changed when she threatened to cut him, or what was it?
Yeah, well, honestly, for
Or
me, it was when I realized that Linda wasn't trying at all to get off the island.
yes.
Yeah, when
And
she
Yeah.
saw the
if
boat.
I
She lied to
were
him.
in Daniel, David,
Uh,
what's his name?
Dylan,
I
yeah.
don't know. If
Dylan.
I were in
You guys are
if
really
I were in
close on that
his
name
shoes,
though. One day you'll get it.
Dylan.
What was his name? David Fincher or something?
Well, his
if I were in
his
his shoes, I'd
acting
be
was
panicking
it was
and like
Bradley
I can't do
Preston, which is
anything.
such a funny name. Like Bradley Uppercrust the Third.
What is that from?
That's from the extremely goofy movie. But his name is Bradley
Wow.
Preston, which is such
Talking
a funny
about
name. Like
out of left field.
That was a good pull.
Bradley Preston does sound like a CEO, like just does.
Don't
But
you
anyway,
dare call me that.
Linda Little, or Lytle. Was it Little? Yeah, it was Linda Little. Anyway, um, so I love hearing that. What about you, Grant? Did you have it? You said it was when she threatened to cut him because you thought she really was.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if I had sides. I was just like, I just want to see what happens.
To me, I knew immediately. I was like, I'm no longer rooting for her the moment that the fiance showed up for the island. I just knew. I'm like, because I thought two things. I was like, she's gonna lead her into the forest, and a boar is gonna kill the guy or the girl, and or
Mhm.
the cliff. And sure enough, they're on the cliff, and I was like, yep.
Yeah.
But then what's clever is that cuts away. You don't see in that moment that not only should she not help, and she allowed them to fall off
Yeah.
the cliff, she took a rock and helped him fall off the cliff and smashed his head with the rock. And
Well,
you're
and I
like,
thought too,
oh,
because
Well, the
I was
problem is
curious.
it was a like a 5'4", 120 pound like Filipino man that was trying to save this like 6 foot
tall,
like
elegant.
yeah girl. I'm
Yeah,
like,
true.
Well,
yeah,
he's
there's
like,
no way
help me, I'm
up,
dropping her.
man.
And she just like, yeah, let me hit you with this rock.
Well, because I thought it was going to be another scenario where, like, because with her husband, she had allowed him to take the keys. So I thought she was going to, like, take that approach again and just not help and allow them to, like, fall.
Yeah, well, I think
But
that
she
was like her
took,
character
like, an
progression
intentional,
of kind of the
aggressive
craziness.
approach.
Where she
Yeah.
like that, and I think that kind of plays even more into the whole fact of like the big character change in her was because she finally felt like she not only was in control, but she was like going to do anything to maintain that control. And
Take
so
control.
that's
Yeah.
where she was like, I'm never going to let that be out of my control ever again. I'm always
Yeah.
going to take like
Yeah.
the reins of it.
She's acting like the CEO, right? Cutthroat industry, right? You take
Yeah.
for yourself, right? Yeah. And at the end, she's rich, wealthy, and
And it is truly
cost
survival of the fittest, and
effectively.
that see in situations like that, I'm like, that's truly Darwinism. I'm like, that it literally is whoever knows the most and like is like the most survivable. That's what I love when he's like, I can do this easy, and then he like tries to build the hut, and can't even do it.
Put
I'm
some
like,
leaves together.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, brother, you're not built for this life.
Well, and Top made a good
No personal
point.
chefs out here.
Top made a good point that she explained after the movie that like in the beginning it shows Dylan O'Brien's character like standing and looking down on her in
Yep.
her position in the company.
Very
And then
good.
like in the middle of the movie they sit as equals to eat food together. And then at the end she's the one with the gun. He's kneeling on the
No, with the
ground begging.
golf club.
Yeah.
That's
And then the
the
golf club, literally laying on the floor and
Huh?
whacking his head with the golf club. Yeah.
Well, no, she has a shotgun. She's
Well,
holding
but
that
Well,
too.
hits
Yeah,
him with
and
the
then
no,
golf
remember
club.
how at
right,
the
Grant.
end
There's
his
a scene
life
where he's
grant.
groveling on the ground and she has the gun. Yes. So, but then he
I
has
jumped
the
ahead,
horn,
I
tries to
guess.
attack her, loses the horn.
Also,
He fires the gun. It misfires, doesn't work.
yeah,
And he
it's a
hits him
similar
with the
But
power
gun.
anyways, yeah.
cinematography that's done
But
in
that's good
Seven.
storytelling, Grant, visually. I love that. You're
Well,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
Top
Yeah.
pointed that out.
Yes,
Oh,
We heard.
Seven does the same thing with seeing the battle between Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt and seeing who views who in like what position. But my one true gripe is I'm like, how are we cleaning up all that blood at the hotel? And I guess or at the like the
no, I
Airbnb. I'm
mean,
like, she has
you
a lot of
got,
time, so
yeah.
and but I'm like the other thing too is I'm like, did she just go and bury the body in the grass or because honestly, that's a hard thing getting found on the island. Like I'm assuming that they would probably send a search team throughout the island. And so it's like you'd have to bury it or place it in like such a way that nobody would find the remains.
Well,
Oh
let's
yeah,
say,
they did find her on a raft. So she did push away from the island. That was probably really smart of her.
yeah, she got away from the island that it was actually, and she could be like, I don't remember which island it was,
I
you
mean,
know?
I
Yeah.
guess wouldn't she technically have access to that boat that the girlfriend and the guy showed up on?
Yeah, so maybe she got close to like
So
one of them and then like brought
Oh
like
yeah.
the raft with her and then just like got on the raft semi close to both. Whoever was like, "Oh, I've been lost. Help me. I'm helpless." It's like I did
Could be.
just murder 4 people.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. No, and it's funny too, because again, it's like how I survived and everything. And yeah, well, she did. It's like you literally lived on an island, stole from someone's home, and did everything with a knife that you conveniently stole from someone. Because what's funny about that too, I actually like the idea because part of me was like, I was interested in whether or not her survival skills would be enough, but I almost like where she's like, she was pseudo surviving. It's like she literally had a knife that she stole because like doing all that she did, cutting like all the things that you would need to do to build the shelter and all the utility without a knife, like that would have been such another level of survival that I don't think she would have been equipped for.
Yeah, because she was
So I
trying to use
like
like
the
a
idea that
sharp
she
Well, she
rock, but
started out,
yeah,
yeah, with
yeah,
like because she
but
made
but
her
even that was just so
spear.
slower and less like precise. And then you see like she's like
yeah,
slicing everything perfectly and like building like these hats, and I'm like, what?
yeah. So yeah, so I enjoyed that, but yeah, just like Parasite, you're watching this slow train wreck and you're like, I don't know if I'm rooting for her anymore. And then a hilarious story moment where you literally have like the pig is like eating the fiance's hand. The fiance's hand's like mangled, sitting upright, like it's coming out of the ground with the
Like a
wedding,
zombie.
the engagement ring. And he knows it's her just by looking at the ring and the color of the skin of the hand. It's just so funny to me. Like
Yeah.
he's like it's a sad moment, but and then I love the confrontation on the beach when they show up and she realizes her knife's missing and he's just like standing there and he's like, so what, I know what happened or something. It's just like, what are you talking about? It's like, how did she die? Did you kill her? And it's such a great
And
moment
then
of
she's like,
confrontation.
I just didn't think you'd believe me. He's like, you're right, I don't. And she just,
Takes off running and then you're just like, oh, it's on, it's on. And then yeah, stabbing each other's eyes
yeah,
and gouging
no,
each
no
other's
more
eyes out.
facade in that moment.
Yeah, it was
Also,
Hey,
takes
great.
the
choke,
ring and swallows it.
yeah, crazy.
Yeah. See,
Her strangling with
again, yeah.
shoelaces was also pretty clever. Al was like, "There's no way in a million years I'm getting my shoelaces out of my shoes in like 0.5 seconds." That's a
I
valid
know.
point.
Yeah. Shoelaces, shoe strangle. It's great. Yeah, so that was fun. But yeah, and then like I feel like not enough movies do that where like it's messy, like shoelace strangling him, the stabbing
100%.
of the
'Cause that's the thing.
knife,
That's my biggest gripe is when
punching.
people just get like strangled in movies and there's like, I'm like, you're not either gonna try and like claw or bite or do anything or even
Oh,
like go for the
Yeah.
so
eyes. I'm
many
like,
finger bites and shoulder bites and bites his
yeah.
neck and spits out a
Yeah.
chunk of it. You're just like, oh my gosh. Nuts, dude. Yeah. Good
But yeah,
stuff. Well,
this definitely isn't for the faint of heart. But if you're a big fan of
yeah.
Sam Raimi, it's a fun watch.
Yeah, it's a good watch for Sam Raimi fans for sure. If you're a fan of Three Stooges, you might just enjoy this. Anyway,
Yeah, rated R's Three
Yeah,
Stooges.
rated R.
exactly. Well, any guys want to throw out anything else about this movie? Go see Send Help. Send some help. I think the title is pretty clever. Like, I'm trying to think of like the last deserted island movie that I think of. Like, I'd say Flight of the Phoenix, but again, they're like in the desert. But like, what was the other one? There was one with Harrison Ford and that lesbian. I don't remember what it was called. It was like 6 days and six nights
Seven
or something like
days
that.
or 6 days. Yeah.
Something like that. And the romance wasn't very believable, but it's probably because she was a lesbian. But like Harrison Ford is the most handsome man on earth, and he couldn't make that work. Or was it Bruce Willis? I don't want to say it was Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
So it was Ford. Okay. So that movie, what other oh, Castaway. My gosh, I was like, there's one other movie that made me think of trying to do the raft and leave the island, and the waves are just like, no, you're staying here.
Also, Red Turtle,
Red Turtle.
Studio Ghibli,
Very
and
good.
it's
I
literally
guess a little bit. What was
it's
the
literally this
Broken?
exact movie just in verse.
Yeah, I think there's something pretty fantastical about just like waking up on an island, like after a shipwreck, and you're like, okay,
Yeah, I
items for
guess
survival, like
this is also kind of reminded me a little
cool.
bit of Life of Pi as well,
Mm,
where it's like kind of a crazy
Mm,
circumstance, and then you just like are led to do insane things.
yeah.
yeah.
Or Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, that's
Have you
another
ever
good one.
seen that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's just
Good
an
one.
interesting
The
trope because
wild
like
pig.
it would be pretty fascinating to be like, yeah, like does anyone here have any illusion that they would do well? Like I'd be caked in the sun and be like dead. First night, spiders or a cold night, I'd be dead. If I didn't get a good night's sleep, I'd just be like, yep, I give up. Right? SOS in the sand though, I do that, right?
Yeah,
Or
Couple.
the thing that I don't know that I could live with is like the paranoia of just sleeping like in the wilderness, like
mm,
especially in like a jungle where it's like Like you literally are just sleeping on the ground, and it's like bugs are gonna be crawling on you, and it's like and bugs crawling on you is best case scenario. And,
Yeah.
like there's literally could be like actual like monsters
There's gonna be
out there to get
spider.
you.
Yeah,
Like
there's
all
gonna
you need
be
is a board
poisonous
that like
spiders, poisonous snakes. There's gonna be there's an ecosystem
or
on that
yeah,
island,
or
and
like
I
a
would not.
jaguar or a puma, like whatever that like that tropical like cat is gonna be that's gonna just like ruin your life. You're just like, all right.
Well, the craziest ones are like, because I watched a few seasons of Survivor, and they would send people home from little cuts because they would get infected, and they're like, if you don't go home
Yep.
now, you will lose your leg. And you're like,
Yeah.
from that little baby cut, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Right.
Just because,
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is because you can't wash it out with any kind of clean
yeah,
water, and then it's like there's no such thing as Band-Aid. So it's like you're
Mhm.
wrapping it with the thing that you're sweating and bleeding in, and then it's like, oh yeah, hope that doesn't get infected.
yeah,
I
there's
mean,
infection.
Castaway did that perfectly, dude. He's like, I'm gonna take this ice skate and knock out my tooth. Like, oh my gosh, stop. And this one had like again the bug eating and then like the pig hunting, which I thought was great. But again, you know, good for her. She literally hunted this pig. I thought that was awesome. Very funny. Just like dive bombs on him. Yeah. Comes down on the pig. Like that's nuts, dude.
I
She's
don't know,
at
she had
the
a pretty good vertical on that jump. She was like flying.
yeah. And it doesn't kill it. That was pretty awesome. And then it's like braces herself and it just runs at her and then still doesn't die. It's still coming at her. It's so funny.
Yeah, boars are like a sleeper scary animal.
Terrifying.
To me, the only thing that would have been scarier on the island is a chimpanzee, dude. I did not mess with a monkey.
Oh, I
I'm
know.
gonna
How many
get
movies have I seen where chimpanzees just flip out? Like other than Nope. There was another one where the chimpanzee, you're like, oh,
That's
Rise of the
true.
Planet of the Apes, like any of
Oh,
those movies?
yeah,
They're tearing each
100%.
other apart, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like insanely strong.
Yeah.
Like
They have,
they're way
they have
they're way too
fangs. They
yeah,
have
and they
opposable
have
thumbs.
they're like, oh, they're cute. They throw poop. I'm like, kill them.
Dude, it's when they like mature and they become a full male. They're just like, yeah, oh, and freaking 28 days later, dude, the whole virus broke out because of an angry chimp. Oh, good stuff. Well, anyway, freak listeners, we share movies that we've seen lately, movies that we're looking forward to. Grant and Elise, you guys have any movies on your list or seen anything else lately?
Grant just showed me Whiplash 2 days ago.
Oh,
Elise,
it
what
took
did you
so
think of Whiplash?
long.
Did you
Every
like
time
it
I
at
bring it
all?
up, I'm not in the mood for stressful.
Not
The
quite
whole
my
plot
tempo.
like a year ago, and I knew it was gonna stress me out, and it did. It did stress
Yeah,
me out,
Yeah, my
but
it's
it
head's
always
was pretty
sweating
stressful,
every time
good.
I watch it.
but it's
So
so
I did
good.
enjoy it.
The strive for excellence, right?
Yeah.
Is he justified? Is he really a bad guy?
Weirdly, I was liking the conductor by the end, which was so bizarre. I was not expecting that. I was like, wow, he did good.
That's funny.
We are gonna
Not my
try out
tempo.
Pluribus on Apple TV Plus. We haven't
What are you
watched
looking
it
down there
yet.
for? There's not a Marb bar.
wait, Grant, are we sharing accounts? Because if you are subscribing, I want to watch it.
It's on Elise's count.
I got a
Oh, okay, never
30-day
mind.
free trial.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And then
cool,
the
Grant. You
only
just bum off of
Can
everything
we
of
get
Jordan.
his mom and dad to get Hulu or what?
Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
well,
somebody get
No
him.
no.
worries.
Wait, what?
Jordan just lets you borrow, 7,000 movies, but you can't like, spare like a TV show. No worries.
Well, no, it's off Elise's account, so I have
I
to
Well,
know.
pay.
yeah, no, it's on her account, and
Oh,
you
it's
can
oh, it's
sign in
hers.
on
Oh, okay.
hers.
Oh.
I'm not saying you can. Jump into
Grant's like,
Sure,
conclusions.
sure.
Sharing,
I don't know how
sharing
else
is
to
hands are
do
caring.
it.
tied.
That came from Netflix, and now they're like, you better have your own fetching Netflix account.
We
Grant's
literally have to
Grant,
call mom
Netflix
every day, and we're like, "Hey,
Grant's like
can you
Chris
update the
Traeger.
thing?"
Grant's like Chris
Every
Traeger.
day.
Ben,
Hey,
is there
this
anything
doesn't
that
look
we
like
can
one of your
do?
original accounts.
Sorry, there's
Shut up,
nothing we can do.
Netflix.
Yes, I'm a full-blown moocher, okay? So the only other movie we watched was Attack the Block again,
Oh.
What
the
would you guys think
alien
of that?
movie.
And Grant didn't like it as much the second time.
I agree. It's not as good on the second viewing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
it's a
it was
good.
like
This is
it's
my fourth
fun
viewing, and
watch.
it was still good.
I just love the banter between the kids. Just like they're
Yeah, that was funny.
like dialect, I guess, as
Kind of reminds me of like
teenagers
It.
in
Yeah,
England. It's just trust, fam.
trust them.
Yeah, it
Did
without
you
the
see
child
Get
orgy.
Duked, Grant?
Huh?
Get Duked? Get Duked is very much like this. It's like an
Mm.
Irish movie, I think, or Scottish. Can't remember which.
Mm.
It's Irish, Scottish, or whatever. But
I think you're referring to the
Oh, I didn't like
gentleman.
it.
no, no, no. Well, but you didn't like it. I'm just saying it's a lot like Tack the Block. The kids' banter's really funny. It's literally Ready or Not in a countryside. Like all these delinquent kids get hunted by English royal posh people. And so, but like they get their revenge and they talk just like that. They're just like, "Hey, fam,
Mm.
it's like get wrecked or whatever." They talk like that to the
Yeah,
people, and it is
that's
fun.
funny.
Like it's just funny to watch like young kids get back at older people, especially
That's
when the
funny.
older people are trying to hunt them and kill them. So
Yeah. Oh, and we started The Punisher. I want to continue watching that.
Yeah,
George
you guys are
started
technically
that with us.
interrupting me and Allie. We're on episode 11, so we need to get back to finishing season 1. So if we could hurry this
everyone's
thing up.
watching The Punisher now.
Holy.
Sick, dude.
It's really good.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
only
it's
been telling Cameron to watch it like 50 years. It's been out for 10 years.
the problem is
Nerd.
I'm
that we have
confused at
like
how many.
17 different
There's
shows.
one Punisher movie with a
We're
guy
literally
from
currently
India.
alternating between 3 shows. We're watching an episode of Parks and Rec, an episode of what's called Jack Ryan, and then an episode of Punisher. My brain's like,
How can you keep track? There's too many shows.
yeah, it's like light when he touches a notebook again.
Dude, I'm watching Death Note right now, dude. I'm on episode 12. Oh my,
Really
it's
nice.
it's so good. It holds up. I'm watching the
Yeah,
show and I'm like,
it's
Mhm.
just as good.
Because Grant, did you
perfect
did you and
cinema,
Elise finish it?
pure cinema.
We
Well, we
watched
watched up to
until
the
Light
Yep,
main.
Dies or
halfway through.
Oh
Ellis.
yeah.
I do the
Mhm.
same thing. I've done it twice now. This is my third time.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
going to finish
won.
it. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
it's
I explained
amazing.
like the rest of it to her, just how N was a measly copycat.
Yeah.
And but don't spoil, because Ty still needs to watch it all the way
And I'm
through.
about to watch it for the first time all the way through.
He's about to take a potato chip and eat it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you say you've only seen up to the
Yeah,
main
Ty's never
glitch
seen
No, I've
past
stuff.
that.
gotten a few episodes past it, but
Oh,
every
okay.
time I dwindle out.
Yeah,
And
definitely. I think it's worth watching once just to know what
Delete.
happens.
yeah,
But
that's what I'm gonna
Delete.
do. But yeah, the whole I
Delete.
just watched him play
It's
tennis together, and
real.
he's like, if I beat him in this tennis match, does he think I'm gonna think I'm Kira? It's
does that
so
mean you'll
good.
think I'm
Like
cat?
it's so unreal. Like
Or
it's
if I
Yeah.
lose, does he think that I'm trying to prove my innocence?
yeah,
That makes
trophy
him
money.
suspect me more.
And if I was Kira, I would do this. Son, don't use that term. That if you were Kira, oh, sorry, Dad. I just feel so comfortable because I'm definitely not Kira that I can sit here and just like, what is happening? You can't keep getting away with this. It's so good, dude. Oh man, yeah, it's an amazing show. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Never
the
been
memes.
compelled to hit a woman before. This is the
I
first
just want to
time
tell you,
I've
I'm L. Just stares at him. It's like, dude, the memes from it are just so good, dude. They're so good.
ever-
Never get old. All right. Anyway, Grant and Elise, you guys looking forward to anything or seeing anything else?
Looking forward to Pluribus.
So either of you
Project
watched
Hail
it, or
Mary.
Yeah, we're excited for Project Hail Mary.
that does look really good. I want to see Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, we listened to the audiobook together because she had
Yeah.
read it before, and I don't read
Nerd,
books, so
you're almost
we listened
reading.
to an audiobook.
No.
It was actually really fun. Like it's like the most scientifically like grounded sci-fi
Yeah, it's
thing I've
based
ever
on real
listened to.
science.
Yeah,
Oh, like Star
So
it's
Wars?
wild.
It's like Star Wars. We already have real
Force
science
and
movies.
lightsabers, yeah.
It
Inception.
seems like
Or
Oh
another
man.
The Martian. People are obsessed with these movies where it's
Well,
like,
yeah, it's the
well,
same
the
guy who
science
wrote The
actually makes
Martian.
sense. It's like,
yeah, Andy
I
Weir
don't
wrote The
care.
Martian too. This is his second book.
Yeah.
Cameron's like,
Or
I like
third,
movies like
actually.
Project Almanac. The signs don't matter.
Project Hail Mary was fine, but
I'm teasing you. I know.
I like more stuff like Dune. That's just
The ancient lamentation. Oh, that's when Wonder Woman comes on screen too.
Yeah, that
The groaning of all the women's suffrage. Okay. Let's hear from Cam. Oh, well, Jordan first. You first. Say your catchphrase,
So
Jordan.
check your
Say it.
letterbox and then
Yeah,
and what else?
Yeah, Letterbox Jordo Zero.
that should be Jordan's catchphrase. Catch
Um,
my letterbox.
so I watched Predator finally, Badlands. Cameron, you might like this because
Yeah.
you complained that you're like, we already know what the Predator looks like. Why are they keeping it a secret? So this one, it literally just follows the Predator the whole movie.
Okay,
So you'll
Yeah,
interesting.
that's
probably
what surprised me.
Yeah,
I
because
kept
that was my
thinking,
gripe about
yeah,
Prey. It's like, what is this mysterious monster? I'm like,
that
well, considering it's the sixth one in the series, I'm pretty sure it's the Predator.
I
but
agree,
it's a
Cameron. I don't like it when they try to
I
tease you and
I
you're like,
liked it. I actually liked Prey better than this one.
yeah.
But this one was good. It reminds me of, I don't know, Ty, have you ever seen Pitch Black or Chronicles of Riddick, the movies with Vin Diesel?
Yeah, yes, I've seen parts of the Chronicles of Riddick. I haven't finished the whole thing, but
Okay.
that's a good
It
comparison. Yeah.
yeah, because it leans pretty hard sci-fi. Like I
Yeah.
felt like Predator, a lot of the Predator movies are somewhat grounded, like
Mhm.
even though it's sci-fi, but this one's just like, no, we're all out sci-fi. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
straight out
But
geek
it's like
fest.
it almost feels like Avatar in a way where it's just like here's this
Mm-hmm.
new planet and I'm surviving and here's these
Mm-hmm.
creatures and
I totally thought of Avatar, yeah.
yeah, it's very much like Avatar. So it was fun.
And
So the
the
predator
way
gets a family. Oh, that's fun.
the
See a
Honestly,
wife and kids
my
and
wife and I enjoyed it. Like we thought it was fun. Like it's probably my favorite Predator since the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Probably my second favorite Predator.
Since the Predator's trailer.
no Predators, whatever. Anyways, um,
Oh, Cameron. Yeah, it's one of your favorite movie trailers.
yeah, he loves
I
the
have to
trailer.
see that one because I don't remember this trailer.
I'll send it into the
the
group
Yeah,
chat right now.
send it
Ty,
to me.
the robots, are they supposed to be like a
From Alien,
connection?
right?
That's what I was wondering.
That's
Okay.
right. I don't know for sure. And the only thing I do know, and I'm pretty sure they mentioned the company that
Yeah, they
sends
do.
Alien.
And I
This is the
tried to
thing I'm
Google
not
it.
sure about. I'm like, I'm sure they're trying to create like some world where it's like Alien and Are they just both owned by Universal or is it Columbia Pictures? I
Well,
don't remember. Disney? I
I
don't know who owns it.
they that's the reason they used like they connected the universes and they made two movies.
Right.
But then
But
I
AVP
heard
was like the same thing
Disney,
as Freddy vs. Jason, right? It was two different studios, wasn't it? Or not? Was that the
but
same
Disney
thing?
now has Alien, and I don't think
Alien.
they have Predator. I don't know, maybe they do. Anyways, I don't know
Really?
anymore
Yeah,
because
I don't know enough about IP, but yeah,
Hulu keeps producing these Predator movies, right?
yeah. There's an Alien TV show. Where it's like Alien Earth. I've heard it's pretty dumb, but
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
yeah.
Too many.
I thought
Anyways,
Romulus was fine. There was
I
things I
like
didn't like
Romulus.
about it, but there was moments I liked about it. So this
Our
kind
boy
of felt
Way
like
Finn.
too many face huggers
Predator.
for me.
What's that?
Too many.
There's something in the water. What? You thought he was hard to understand before he had a face hugger on his face? I could understand him ever. There's something in the water.
Well, and then they had the
You already
demonic
have a face hugger on your face.
7'9" demon baby. I was like, what am I looking at?
Um,
But yeah,
yeah, and
Jordan,
I'm
I
real.
was like, oh, I guess like I kept thinking like, yeah, they're obviously working up to like the end game of Predator and Alien and whatever Cyborg or whatever movie. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it's fun though. I definitely
yeah,
think.
yeah,
I think actually Elise and Grant would like it too.
yeah.
It's like
My wife liked
he has.
it. It's like a good. It's PG-13, so it literally is. It literally is. Look it up.
There's no
Wait, I
way.
It
got
is.
lost. What movie are we talking
I'm
We're
talking
talking
about?
about
about
the
Predator
predator.
Predator
Badlands.
Badlands.
PG-13.
Okay.
What the
Now
fudge? It's
be,
PG-13.
because all the blood is green, it's okay. So when you see a lot of blood, you're like, it's green. It's not
Okay,
gory.
I've
I guess.
only seen Alien v Predator, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
at like one of my family reunions. My dad brought me into a dark bedroom and we watched it.
Well, okay,
That
you're
sounds
right.
so disturbing.
Ali Alien versus Predator is PG-13, if you remember, Ty.
It's PG-13.
Well, I'm
Like
saying
it
Ali
literally felt like a
I
movie that I
know
would
what I'm
like
saying
go.
is AVP is also PG-13.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I would
Okay.
have like loved a movie like this when I was a kid, and I still loved it. Like it was fine. I'm not saying it's like cinema's back or whatever, but like you won't watch it and you will not hate it. That's all I'm saying. Like it's
Oh,
fun.
it says
Okay.
Yeah,
it's on Disney Plus as well. So yeah, Disney must own
Disney must
Predators
own
now.
it then. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
Mm,
interesting.
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
Well,
Anyways,
because
yeah, I rec
Hulu previously owned the rights, and then I'm pretty sure Hulu got bought by Disney. So I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah,
mm.
Because
Disney
remember
got
the last like Prey was out only on Hulu, and
Well,
so I
and
think
they
when
have
Disney
20
purchased
20
Hulu,
and they bought 20th Century Fox, I
yeah,
think.
and now Disney owns 20th Century Fox, so
So that's okay.
is that
Just
who
Wow.
own
owned Alien?
everything now.
Well, no, because you
They own
remember
yeah.
Alien
not
was at like
DC.
Disneyland. It had a Disneyland ride. Yeah, they bought Disney and
So
Marvel or whatever. Yeah, they owned
Yeah,
DC.
never DC. At least we're owned by Netflix, so everything is going to come out on streaming instead of theaters, though.
and okay, and so looking forward to I was curious actually because my wife's gonna let me get one movie on my birthday. So what should I get? Should I do No Other Choice, Chainsaw Man, or Bone Temple?
Oh, dude, I liked Bone Temple personally, but I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, so I don't know if that's good or not. I think you guys
Well,
liked it.
I think I'm gonna do No Other Choice though, because I like
Okay, so
love.
neither of the ones that me and Ty said. No worries. Why did you ask for my opinion?
So yeah, why did you ask for our opinion?
That
Jordan's
was the
like,
most
I want
woman
to know
thing
which
ever.
ones you
Jordan's
guys
like,
want, and I
so
will
what
not
should I
pick that.
do? Okay, that not yeah, I'm gonna do the only one you guys didn't say.
Well, because No Other Choice, I love Decision to Leave. It's so good, Ty. If you haven't
Decision.
seen it, watch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make sure you
no other
message
choice.
movies when you think of them, because I'll be honest, I have movie panic where I'm like, you have too many movies, Jordan, at this point where I'm like, I can't go through them all. Like you're gonna have to tell me like, hey, this is a good watch or whatever, because I'm like, you have so much junk on your collection. I'm
What are
I
sorry.
you talking
do.
about, Ty? He only reviews like 4 to 5 movies that are half a
Airbud
star a week.
7?
Airbud
Come
7.
on.
I can't even filter through all the Airbud movies.
That's why I'm cleaning out my collection. I already have like a couple hundred hidden, so
Couple hundred of 7,000 hidden. That doesn't exactly help too much.
What's
I'm
the
working.
other movie though, Jordan? What's the genre? I've never heard of it. What is it?
It's a
It's
Korean film.
it's a
Okay.
Korean serial killer.
Yeah. So
Huh.
obviously it's going to be a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm
Come
sure
on.
it'll be like it's the best movie of all time.
Yeah,
It'll be
Memoir of
The
a Murderer,
Cure meets
Memories of a
Devil.
Murder.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Solve
I'm,
the
I'm pretty
Devil.
sure it's the same guy from either Bittersweet Life
Yeah.
or
He did Old Boy and what was the
Are
other
you
one?
talking about the
no,
No Other
the
Choice
director is from Old Boy. I'm saying the main actor is from
Oh,
Bittersweet
he's from
Life.
I Saw the
and
Devil.
Squid Game?
And I
Yeah.
Saw the Devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I do want you guys to see that Bone Temple. It's good. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
do
So
want to
I
see
will.
it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait till it's on sale.
yeah, 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 yeah. You could just wait, but I'm like, dude, you should definitely. If you had one movie to
Decision
buy,
to Leave is
definitely.
pretty crazy, Jordan. I remember like bits and pieces of it. I feel like it's like I get that one and Anatomy of a Fall like they like blend together. I know that one's English and one's Korean, but they're like such like a similar vibe that
Mm.
my brain like
Good comparison,
intertwined the
Ty.
Which
If
one?
you
stories.
like
Anatomy of a Fall in which movie?
Decision to
A
Leave,
Decision to Leave.
Ty,
Is that the
if you
one where he's
like
holding the flower pot or not?
no,
No, that
that's the No Other Choice. That's the one I want to get.
Oh, okay. I do want to see that one too, but yeah.
Well,
yeah,
so
Decision
this
to Leave is like one where a lady it's like you suspect that she maybe murdered her husband or what is it,
well,
Jordan?
yeah,
Mm.
no, her husband fell off a cliff, and so you're like trying to figure out how did he just slip and fall? Like how did he die?
Yeah, and then like the
Mm.
investigator's kind of talking to her, and you find out you're figuring out like did she have any motive, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like Anatomy of a Fall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and yeah, it's good. It's so good.
Yeah,
Is it better than Anatomy of a Fall? Because I really liked Anatomy of a
I
Fall.
didn't
Was
like
it good?
Anatomy of a Fall. I thought the chick was a horror.
I Ty, I enjoyed both. I think I gave both 8 out of 10.
Oh
Ty.
my
So
gosh.
She was literally cheating on her husband. So how is that not
We
make
don't
her a
know
horror?
that. We don't know for
Mm,
sure. I mean,
yeah,
but we
there's
did.
there's
It was
very
under
visual
testimony
evidence
she
to
was, but
support
we don't know that.
your testimony, Jordan. Come on now.
yeah.
Was she maybe a neglectful mother? Yes. Does that mean that she murdered her husband and was cheating? No.
Mm,
Dude, but imagine having such a pandy husband where he's like, I'm gonna kill myself. I don't know, man the heck up and divorce your wife. Like, what a loser.
See,
Sorry.
I
That
think
was
it's also
crazy.
hard, Jordan, because see, Jordan,
Unpopular opinion here.
what I
Sorry.
think with that movie is I think that she didn't kill him, but she's just one. It's
Yeah.
a what's it called situation. It's a Gone Girl, where he's so unlikable. She's so unlikable that it makes her look guilty because she's such like a terrible person.
Yeah, I didn't
That doesn't
say she was
necessarily mean.
guilty. I even said that in my review. I didn't think she's guilty. I just said she is guilty of being a whore, though.
Yeah.
Jordan's like
Just saying.
castigating judgment. Jordan's
He
like
just
the
throws out that word very nonchalant.
yeah, whore.
You whore.
She deserved it. The B had it coming. That's Jordan from Circle.
All right, what have you watched?
Dude, what have I watched? So, dude, I watched a little movie I mentioned earlier, Iron Lung. Bro, let me just talk about atmosphere. The movie just starts, and I was like hooked, like from the minute it started. I gotta give him credit.
Well, and
It
I've
wasn't a
heard that
perfect,
the entire set is literally just inside of this like
yeah.
thing. I
So
don't really
one,
know.
Well
one,
said, Grant.
Yeah, don't
yeah,
spoil.
Inside of this thing.
Well, it's
it's
not
The
like
entire
it's
set is inside of this thing.
yeah, like I saw a picture of it and it like actually like moves like it's like a ship or something.
yeah. So
Mm.
he's in an iron lung, which is just a little pod that goes under this blood ocean on this planet, right? And some dystopian
Mm.
future. So they get this prisoner, and he has to go in there. But like from the very beginning, you're in this rickety rust bucket on this like dangerous mission, and it's a video game that it's kind of funny, like find coordinates, and then you have this machine where you take pictures with this radio camera or whatever, or like what do you call it? X-ray cam or
Sonar?
no, what's the one where it's
Sonograph?
radioactive? It's like not a nuclear camera, but basically like it's like an X-ray
Oh.
basically. So it
Hmm.
takes images because it's a blood lake, so it takes images of like what's out there on the side of the ship. Bro,
Hmm.
all I'm saying is you guys should give this movie a watch because I watched it and I was like having a panic t attack like the whole time. Like, and Send Health had moments where I was tense. This whole movie had me like stressed out, dude. And it's good. Like, and it's kind of fun because when you watch a director and like Mark Plyer who put it all on the line, he acted, starred, paid, financed, produced, directed, and wrote like this movie. It's crazy. Like, it's all him. And it is a microfilm, so it all takes one place. But you do see like one, maybe two other actors, and you hear a few other voices. But like, so just having the right expectation might help because like I kind of figured that stuff, but I didn't know anything about the game or anything where it came from. So I think going in blind is fun, but just watch the movie because like all I knew about it was it's a lake of blood ocean, and some guys like searching for answers or something like that. And I'm like, okay. And I just heard that it was all financed independently, and I was like, I'm interested because like movies like I personally don't like Terrifier, but I think it's cool that Terrifier gets crowdfunding so he can make a movie that he wants to make. And you have directors that have a very specific vision, and for better or for worse, the movies are very different than what you're used to seeing. This feels very much like that. It doesn't feel like a big Hollywood studio movie. It doesn't feel cheaply made either, though, because you're like, this is really well done. And there were some really cool moments in it, so I really want you guys to see it eventually. But it's good.
Hmm.
It's really good. So I was
Yeah, once it
pleasantly
goes on
surprised.
sale, I'll get it.
When it's on sale, you said?
Yeah, I said when it goes on sale, I'll get it, and then I'm
I
sure
know
all
you
these
will.
guys
I
will
know.
watch
But
it.
I'm just saying I saw it in theaters and it's just a movie that's been on my mind and that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I've seen other than
Well, I'm glad they're
watching Death
supporting
Note.
though, like these small indie.
That was the idea. Like I was like, I'm gonna pay to see Sam Raimi's movie. I'm not gonna theater hop. I was like, I'll pay for Iron Lung, and I'm glad I did. I did
Yeah.
watch. I don't remember if I mentioned. I think I mentioned Predator Badlands. Did I mention Dust Bunny? I think I did. Right? I mentioned that Mads
Sounds familiar.
Mikkelsen plays
Yeah, yeah,
the
you talked about that.
intriguing
Yeah.
name. Yeah. And then I watched Sisu Road to Revenge. Did I mention that one? I don't remember if I mentioned Sisu Road to Revenge. Sisu
Maybe.
1 is kind of fun. He's just like, there's like no word spoken, but this guy has some gold and he fights a bunch of Nazis for his gold.
Oh.
The second one has some a little bit more heart because he goes home to find his house and he takes it down board by board, beam by beam, and he transports his entire house like across this is after the World War II, the Germany fell. So now he's like going across enemy lines and the Russians are now after him. Bro, I'm like, this guy's like trying to transport his entire house. And like they just won't leave bro alone. And he's killing so many
Oh.
Russians. And it's so good. Like It's an awesome
I
action movie. It's funny, and it's got the villain from what's his face? Don't Breathe. Like I don't know what
Oh,
his
the
name is.
old game.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
he
the
plays.
teenagers.
Yeah, just because he's blind, don't make him a saint. That's the line, dude. But and then he's also the general in Avatar. But anyway, that
Yeah.
guy's great, and he plays the villain. He's the Russian villain trying to get Sisu, and it's a great movie. So I
Is
recommend it.
there any turkey beasters involved or?
No, no, yeah, they clean up, but it is extremely
I
violent, and it's so fun to watch. Like literally, like one Russian gets like run over by a car, and the wheel spits him out, and he launches into another car, like head
Like
first.
RRR level.
Car windshield. It is
well,
so
see,
funny. Like
I
it's
I was
insane.
like, I don't know if I way overhyped it because I didn't like the first one at all.
Yeah, because Jordan was like, "I'm so excited for season. It looks
Yeah,
so good."
I went to the theater and I walked out. I was like, I hate this movie.
I would argue that like
I was,
it feels like a grisly John Wick, and if you like that, you'll like it. But if
well, but
not,
it's not like John Wick, and it also isn't as fun.
it's very much like John Wick.
I
I'd say
thought it
it's
would be
more it's
more
like John Wick
fun.
3, not John Wick 1 or 2. John Wick
I
3
just,
once it goes to like clown, where it's like I'm gonna
I,
slap a horse and it's gonna kick you in the head. Like
yeah,
that.
I thought it would be more fun. It just wasn't fun.
That was some sound analysis right there, Jordan. I thought it'd be more fun. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
killing
something's wrong with
Nazis just
me.
doesn't bring me the joy and glee it used to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess not. I thought it just needed more than, I don't know. I guess violence isn't doing it for me anymore.
It was like, I gotta start resorting to the real thing.
Says the guy that watches Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, violence doesn't do
Gotta
it for
start
me.
killing people myself now.
Well,
I just
I
killed
won't
the
Making
feel
violent TV
something.
shows doesn't kill great murderers. Canceling shows
cancel them
does.
does. No, I didn't connect. I have to like there has to be like one
Uh,
character I like, and the main guy is kind of like he's kind of a sleazy dude, and like all he cares about is gold. Like I don't connect with this man at
Yeah,
all
so
because
you'll
money
like
means
the
nothing to
second
me.
one because he has his house and he like sees where he raised his daughter and he's like, my house, and it's everything that it means everything to him. So he transports his house. It's great.
Just feel nothing for these people.
This one does give you
You guys
more.
always joke about me being the sociopath. Jordan's more of a sociopath than I am.
Yeah.
I want there to be like
Like practical
Oh,
effects, just
Jordan,
blood and
Jordan,
guts.
there
no,
is a
because
great character moment at with his home. He's transporting his home, and there's a great character moment at the end
Because
where you're
I
like,
love
oh,
everybody when
these
they
are
recommend
feels.
a movie to me. Like Tyler's like, it's got a lot of blood. You like blood. You like raisins. I put them in the food. It's just like I feel like I'm looking at the little smushy thing in that movie, and he like pokes it, and it like squidges off. What's the
Squidges off. You're
oh,
referring
Better
to
Off
off
Dead.
Better
dead.
Off Dead? I
Okay,
literally
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like
the
that. People are like
Jello.
it's got blood. You like blood, and it's just like there's
Has
more
raisins. You like
like
raisins.
all the movies with like Evil Dead or the movies I like the Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, there's like really fun villains and characters and I don't know, it's more than just blood and guts. Like I get it, like there is that,
Every
but
time we played a game of things, you just put an answer: zombies, brains, blood, and guts. And you're like, as Jordan wrote this because he's a sick, sadistic person. And you're like, I
but
didn't write it.
yeah,
Sure
but
enough,
it
it
Just
just
like
was
Shadow
not.
of Mordor. It's more than brutal executions of
well,
orcs.
the orcs. See, that's the bonus though of killing orcs. They're so
Oh yeah,
funny.
no, yeah,
Orcs are hilarious. I don't know.
yeah.
Anyways,
Mm, so good.
That game, man.
Dude, there's
So
nothing like
good.
slapping it. Obey my
Yeah.
will.
He's promoted. I'm like, what the fudge?
So good. Well, freak. All right. Well, so that's what I've seen, and I'm watching Death Note. I'm on like episode 12, and we got to Rem and what's her face, his girlfriend or whatever.
Misa.
But
And
then,
Misa on
oh yeah,
Monday.
but he's
wait,
just
did Cameron
arrested
go
both of
already?
them, and then he's
Misa,
like,
Misa.
Ryuk, get rid of it. I'm like, so good, dude. So that's where I'm at right now. And they did, I don't know how the animators did it. They make Light look so innocent. Like, and he literally is at this point, according to his mind.
Ryuzaki, I know that. I said that
I
I could do
didn't do
it
this.
too.
I'm
I
not
can't do
Kira.
this
And
anymore.
his eyes are like shimmering and he looks so innocent. I'm like, holy crap. Like the animators did an amazing job because he looks so evil all the time and calculated. And then like his eye, he just looks so weak and feeble, and his eyes look so soft. And I'm like, how do they how did animators do that? That's so impressive to me. There's just so much that's so impressive to me that they can make a character convey innocence through it's a hand-drawn cartoon. It's crazy to me. But anyway,
Did you already go, Cameron?
now Cameron's ready to hit
Oh
us up.
Nope,
man, I got
we're
an
now we
hour
got
to
the next
go.
hour.
No, don't worry, don't worry. You guys are
He
lucky.
always says
I've
don't worry, and then it's another half an hour
Don't worry,
no,
later.
I've only seen
you guys
800.
have
Hey.
you guys have lucked out because I've pretty much watched like no movies because we've been cycling through three different shows. So we've watched like a season and a half of Parks and Rec in the past week, and then we've watched almost the entire season of Punisher season one,
Wait,
and
wait, wait,
we're
wait,
like
wait, wait, wait,
wait, yeah, I know we saw that scene and it's actually so depressing. I used to laugh every time with that meme, but then watching the actual scene, I'm like,
Oh
well,
yeah.
this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen in my
That's why
life.
it becomes a meme. It's so good.
Just out of context. Um,
Yeah, but don't
but
spoil it. I haven't seen it yet.
and then I've also been watching Teen Titans because it's great. And then I've also been then we're also on like I think episode four of Jack Ryan. They're all just melding together, and we like just recently finished Terminalist and Reacher, the whole series. I'm like, I feel like a PTSD like soldier. And then the
You're
only
getting the
movie,
tumor.
yeah, the only movies that I've watched is besides Send Help was Attack the Block. Watched that with Grant. He's crazy. It's obviously not as good as the first watch, but still really fun and just a really great film because I've never met a single person in my life that's ever seen it. Every time people are like, "Oh, I'm kind of looking for like a fun like little action." I'm like, "Have you ever seen Attack the Block?" I didn't think so. And then I watched Lights Out. I was with Allie and her brother-in-law and or her mother and also her cousin, and they're just like two 17-year-olds or 16 and a 17-year-old. And it was just, the only reason I even considered watching it because I was like, oh, this looks a little too much like demon stuff, whatever. They just explained it to me. They're like, oh, it's just actually this girl who's like allergic to light, and it's her friend or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then
That's
and
how they
then
have to
watching, I was
explain it
like,
to you. It's still a demon, Gary. I don't understand how your mind works. You're like, as long as
He
I
can
think
trick
of the
himself.
demon in
Wait,
this
what
term,
movie?
it's fine. I'm like,
Lights Out. See, to me, if it was completely up to me, I would probably never watch it in a million
yeah,
years.
yeah.
Oh, Lights Out. I
But
remember starting that alone in my apartment. I couldn't get there.
yeah,
The first
but
5 minutes, I was like, I need to
No,
switch
oh
and
yeah,
Cameron, I'm gonna freak you out. Have you seen the
Oh
short
man.
video of what it's based off of?
yeah, uh-huh.
That's way scarier in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is the
That
concept
seven
is
minute
just
one.
it's such a great concept, and
It's
they've
good.
even done concepts similar to this in like Doctor Who. That's like the only thing of Doctor Who I've ever seen. It's called like the Weeping Angels or something like that. It's like
Yeah,
they don't move when you're looking at them, but then every time you look away, they come closer, and it's
yeah.
like just
Weeping
that
angels.
concept as like a horror concept is just so clever because like it's just that fear of as a kid you always feel less afraid looking at like what you're afraid of versus like not knowing where it is. Like it's always scarier when you can't see something like can't see it versus like even just staring at something that is a monster. And that's why it's like the true essence of like
Well,
less
and
is
it does a
more in
great job because I
horror.
can't tell you how many times I've turned off a light and you think you see something and you quickly turn the light
100%.
on again and you're like, oh, my eyes played tricks on me. Like that's such a everyone's experienced that. So
Yeah, I
it's
will
a
say
clever
though,
idea.
everyone
Yeah.
is the worst protagonist in the entire universe except for the boyfriend. The boyfriend's literally a genius. He's like, I'm gonna fudge out of here and get the police. And then standing up like the lights, he's not messing around. And then everyone else is like, what if I went down into this basement and had one flashlight that I have to crank? I'm like, why are we really using our brains right here? It's like, I'm like, this can't be the only flashlight in the house. Come on now. Um, but yeah, if my mom was doing that, love you, mom. I'm putting two bolts in the back of your head, man. If you're saying no, you come play with our friend. I'm like, all right, it's been real. Love you. I'm double tapping, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? If she's saying it's movie night, just us three, I'd be like, us three. That's how much I guess you and me. Yeah, but and then looking forward to just obviously finishing The Punisher, and then was there anything else that I had?
Let's just
Uh,
say I knew you'd love it.
yeah,
Young.
it's really good. And then I need to watch Barking Dogs Never Bite. It's another Bong Joon-ho movie.
Another serial killer, Bong Joon-ho. Check
Have
it
you
out.
watched all of Rachel McAdams' movies, Cameron, or not?
I was actually kind of looking at that the other day. I've
Yeah,
watched a decent amount of them.
yeah. It's
There's
good.
still some that I haven't seen. Like
Once Rachel McAdams and Jake Gyllenhaal are in a movie together, I'm sure
I
you'll
mean, they
probably.
are Southpaw.
Oh, there you go. Wait, oh, is it Rachel McAdams in that one?
Yeah, for like 12 minutes. Spoiler,
Oh,
because
I
she
know.
gets
I
murdered,
just
and
got it. I was like,
the entire
I,
essentially the entire movie is him like being super
screaming.
depressed and almost losing custody of his kid because she gets murdered because he started a fight with somebody.
I
Oh,
noticed you
how
got
about
off
that?
the Studio Ghibli train, Cameron. Are you done with that?
No, I
Oh,
very much want to. It's just we just can't stop watching. It's just Allie's so addicted to Parks and Rec that that's literally like what consumes my life. Like every second that she's home, we're watching. And I knew it from this like the moment that we started it that her favorite character would be Chris Traeger. Um, and just that she would love him. Well, she loves him, and I would say Ron Swanson the most. And that's what I always joke with her that I'm pretty much a combination of Ron and Ben, and then she's a combination of Chris and Andy, which is funny because they both kind of have like a bromance with each other. Like Ron and
Hmm.
Chris have like a bromance, and then or I mean Ron and
Andy?
Andy. I was thinking of
Oh,
Chris
Andy.
Pratt,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. You could definitely say they have a bromance, especially when he's cleaning his shoe.
oh, he's like that was so weird. But yeah, but so I want to watch, and obviously I'll probably still watch a couple more Studio Ghibli, which I need to rewatch Spirited Away, and hopefully it will be a revelation to me. But um, yeah, look, this is on Letterbox. This is I've seen the faded ones or the ones that I've seen of hers, so a good amount of her like most popular ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Wild.
see which ones you've seen. That's cool.
Yeah, there's just a filter you can just do to fade watched.
Uh,
That's sick.
Just 'cause
well, I
it's
like
nice. Like
that
for
list. I like that list better than like IMDb just does one per like, row. And so you're like scrolling, trying to find what movies they're in.
Mm.
yeah. Well, you can also
And that
do
one
what's
just
really,
has like a
but
lot of
what's
stuff.
really nice about IMDb is if you click on a character or on a person, it will show, if you've rated that movie, it'll show like what you rated that
Yeah,
movie
that's
and then
true.
also what their role was.
And I like that they do it from their newest to oldest. This one on
It's
Red
almost always
Letterbox,
popularity.
yeah, Letterbox is
Mm,
popularity. So I'm like, oh, but when did this one come out?
Yeah, exactly. And so sometimes if it's like less popular, especially if it's like more recent, then sometimes it'll be like farther down and you have to like search for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, they
Navigate
just
this world
they just need
problem
to
on our
have a
own.
baby. Letterbox and IMDb just need to have a baby and it just be a perfect rating system. And I'm gonna
Awesome.
create it.
Well, before we go, listeners, we have a special treat. Jordan had some comments prepared for us.
Yeah,
Oh
but are you
yeah.
guys proud of me? I was like, my part was only like 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. That's because, like,
Oh, I'm
thankfully, like,
impressed.
three different TV shows took the space.
Mm. Yeah, three different TV shows. That it's like, hey, I watched a
I'm
season and a
stoked.
half of this. It's like,
Okay, so on weapons, it says zero Captain Jack. He said, listening to Cam explain his fear of demons and witches is hilarious and relatable. And then
shout out to
he,
Captain
that's
Jack, I
funny.
guess.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
and
all
then
we all reamed you and raked you across the coals, Cameron, for being like,
And they're like, oh,
"What's your problem,
baby,
man? Why is
afraid
this
of
too
some
much for you?" And
voodoo?
you're like, I just didn't like it." And we're like, "Were you stupid?"
yeah,
Scared of
We
a
should
little thorn
vindicate you. The
across the
movie's
hand
crazy.
bleeding?
Yeah.
and then Captain Jack again on a different video on 28 years later, he said, I'm with the top left. Danny Boyle has a unique directional style, and if you don't like it, that's fine, but it's awesome.
Were you top left?
Yeah, who was top left? Was that me?
Oh shoot, I don't actually know.
It's most definitely you. Who else is defending Danny Boyle's style? It was
Well,
most
I think
definitely
I defended it the most, right?
no.
Or
Oh,
I think it was me
I
and
am
you
in the
were
top
oh
making
wait,
fun
left.
of
no, hang on. Yeah,
it
no,
with
you're
the
right. I was let down a little bit, but I don't remember. You get
it's Ty. It's because we were making fun of the screenshots of his headshots. The sniper kill.
Yeah,
right, right, and the
you were
rotation.
railing on it,
I thought
both of
Jordan,
you.
no, but Jordan was complaining about that. I remember
No,
saying
it
it was
wasn't. I
fine.
loved it. I was
It
literally
was you
saying it's
and
my
me that were
favorite
complaining
part.
about that, and Jordan was like, "No, I kind of like it." You and me were like, "It's dumb and weird. It takes you
Oh,
out of the film."
that's
Yeah.
funny. Oh, there you go, Jordan. Jordan has a fan.
Well, and then
I
this
like
next
how you're
person,
called top left. I'm gonna start calling you that from now on.
yeah. Okay, well, so that person was nice to me, but then this next person rails on me, and they
Who's the commenter?
they said her name is Lele. I don't know,
Lele.
underscore talented. Um, she said on Cube 2 Hypercube, no one is curious to know about you nerds, what you nerds think about this movie.
She's like, "Where's the movie?"
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna say that.
hilarious.
She's
Yeah, she's
probably
like,
trying.
"Where's the
That's
free download?
hilarious.
Where's the movie?
Where's the
I don't want to
movie?
listen to you idiots.
Nobody's
No one
interested in
Oh,
cares what
what
you
you have to
nerds have to
would
say."
you
say about this
nerds?
movie.
That's funny
That's
to use nerds. That's
amazing.
totally what we use.
I know. She's like
Nerds.
insulting us and making us literally laugh the entire time because of it.
That just fueled
Yeah.
me for another 4 years. The podcasts just keep
Just
coming,
if we can make
dog.
Laylay's life miserable by keep clicking on our videos, thinking
We're
she's
gonna
gonna
make so many. We're
all
literally gonna
movie.
do
Well,
every
thanks for the
movie in the
engagement. You
world.
just pushed us out to more people.
Appreciate you, Laylay.
You engaged with it. Now it's
You're
more
doing God's
popular.
work,
More
Laylay.
people get it. What's so funny too is like the more movies we put out, we'll time it closer and closer to the actual runtime of the movies. So every movie on the internet, you try to find it, and future movies comes up first. You'll never find a real pirated movie ever
Like, oh, it's
again.
streaming for free here on YouTube.
I know it's so good. Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
for some of the
So
movies, you don't even need
funny.
to watch the movie. Like Good Burger, you could just listen to our episode. That's pretty much the movie.
Hey, and I want the listeners
Yeah.
to know I appreciate the engagement. Seriously, getting a comment, love it. We love
Yeah,
it. We love you.
hilarious. Even if
Julie
it's to
noted
tell
your
us that
opinions.
nobody cares what you nerds are talking about on Cube too, we love it.
I don't know why it brings so
Also,
much
we
joy
love it
to
when you
me,
guys
dude.
recommend movies that we're never gonna watch, like Madras Cafe. That's been in my letterbox watch list for like 8 months. Someday I'm gonna get to it. And then
Someday.
shout out to the listener who commented that like
That's
a
right.
year and a half ago.
That's right.
That it'll eventually be watched.
We will we'll get to it. And I promise you, if the world ends and there's no more movies to be made, we could finally catch up because they won't release any new ones. We could watch the whole catalog of all the movies that exist because there's so many we want to get to, listeners. So we love you. So
Yeah, so many we want to get to that Ty keeps reviewing trash.
it's trash. Trash.
The Adam Project. Oh my gosh.
Jordan will
Oh,
forever go back to the Atom
I
Project.
know. I didn't think it was that great either, but it was a movie I had watched, so it's like, let's just do that. Like I didn't have any other
Exactly.
movie I watched.
Well, you recently did another one. Oh yeah, See for Me. Oh my gosh. Stop, stop.
See for me? Did I
It was
choose
fun to
that?
talk about though and
Yeah.
brag on it.
No. I didn't like it. That's why I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about it. Like I
that was
actually,
a fun one to talk about how bad it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of fun to talk
The
about how bad
most
it was.
unlikable protagonist of all time.
I know, dude, she's the worst. Because like
And
I
Flight
love
Risk.
movies like
Wait, so
Thoroughbred, and
then
I'm like, this is how you not do it.
and then next week we're reviewing what?
That's a great question.
No,
Maybe we
well,
should talk about
remember
this after the
Jordan,
pod because we have
what
not
did you say
prepared
was
this
on
far ahead.
sale?
I just said I bought Predators, but we just talked
Okay.
about it now. I mean, it's up to you if you both see
No,
it.
I think it'd be worth talking about. I actually liked it. I'd watch it
Yeah, we can
again.
do Predators
Oh,
next week, so then I can actually have a choice on what we watch. Even though every week's like, Cam chose this one, so I'm gonna choose the next one. And it's like every single movie is not something that I want to talk about.
Well, yeah,
So
you guys chose Send
next
Help,
week we'll
so
do Predator Badlands, and then following week we'll do something that I choose. And
I'm
don't worry,
scared.
I'm gonna let everybody know with at least more than an hour to
Oh
watch
my
the movie.
gosh, it's not an hour. I'm calling to confirm or I check in to confirm we're talking about the movie
Anyone
that
want
we
to watch
agreed
this
to a
movie?
week ago. And you're like, there's no time. It's like because you haven't started it. We had an entire weekend. We're the same age.
All right, yeah, this is the first time in like years that we've been able to say what we're going to be reviewing next. So
Yeah.
watch
Uh, and
watch Predator Badlands with
and I'm not
us.
even sure if we will review it next week.
Yeah, Grant,
What?
We'll try.
I'm the guy in the top left, and Grant's the woke guy in the red shirt. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Was that from RRR or I
Yeah,
don't
that was
remember.
RRR. They called Grant the woke guy in the red sweater.
I was he woke again? I don't remember.
I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
Grant's
I
probably
don't
like,
even
"Hey,
know
be a little
what
more
I talking
sensitive or
about.
something." Or Grant's like, "I don't know about that." And then they're like, "Thanks for defending some minority Grant, you woke guy."
Yeah,
That's
and then I kept calling
amazing.
it Bollywood. No, it's Tollywood,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're like, easy now. They're not all the same. They don't all look the same.
Well, no, we learned about that after the fact from a commenter.
Nice, Grant. Way to represent. Maybe if they knew how you voted, you probably wouldn't be called woke.
Hillary 2026.
Anyway, wait, what did you say?
I'm voting Dwayne Johnson 2026, baby.
Dwayne Johnson
Yes.
20.
with
The
Taylor
one
Swift
man
as
who
his
can save
VP,
us, the Tooth Fairy.
Uh-huh.
and then Taylor Swift as his VP. Oh my gosh, I'd kill myself. Seriously, that's where we're headed. It's like the ticket. It's gonna be like Taylor Swift versus Mr. Beast as president. No, please.
No, I'd want to see Kanye as president just to see how quickly he would turn the country into just anarchy. I have formally disbanded the United States of America.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce, one of the greatest music videos of all time. Guy's losing his mind. Poor guy. He's having a mental breakdown. All right. Listeners, leave us an email at futuromovies@gmail.com or leave a comment on this on our videos because we
And
do
tell us
cherish
what
them.
you thought of Send Help and what we should review next.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Tell us what you thought of
But
Send
don't
Help.
tell Jordan because this is not Jordan's podcast. This is solely me and Ty. So any culpability or blame that could be possibly
Oh,
put
Any
on.
profanity Jordan is not a part of.
speaking of this being our podcast, Nick wants to take the logo and like put it in Bitcoin. So you better stop him if you don't want him to do that.
I
Wait,
mean,
are we making
do
a
we get a
Futuro?
share?
Huh?
Are you making a Futuro coin?
Yeah, he's making Futuro coins. He's already doing it.
Do
That
we
sounds
get
like
like
such a
do we get a
scam.
complimentary Futuro coin for starting Futuro?
You better ask him because it's your thing. He was telling me, and I'm like, should I tell him that I'm not running it anymore?
I want you on the
You
ground.
always say it every week on the podcast, so if you watched, you would know.
Well,
Tell
Jordan,
Nick I
what
want.
I'm gonna do is I'm
I
gonna
want
wait
part.
it out, and then once he becomes super successful, I'm just gonna sue him for everything that he owns and say, you know what,
When the
I'll
podcast
settle
takes
for
off,
half.
in another 15 years, when we have 400 more listeners, we will then have enough listeners to be listened to and be
And
taken
that's when I'll let him
seriously.
know. Hey, actually, that's technically proprietary IP,
Yes, you
and that's
can't take.
ours. So we could settle this in court, but that would be a whole ordeal. Just
Yeah,
give
it'd
me
just
four
be
point five
easier if you
million
just.
dollars, and we'll be call it good.
Yeah, if you could just settle outside of court, that's fine.
And if people try to sue him, you can just say, "Oh, I didn't know about it."
I literally had no idea.
No,
Except this
seriously, like I
episode.
don't want to be another Haktua coin or whatever the freak. Like, there's so many coin scams out there. So, listeners, don't buy a Futuro coin.
Yeah, don't buy Future
Sorry,
Coin.
Nick,
It's not
don't buy
us.
Future coin.
It is not us.
Nick, I love you, but stop. Cease and
We
desist.
used to have a didn't we have Patreon? Do we still even have a Patreon?
You created it. I
Yeah, I
never
created the
settled.
Patreon. I don't know if it's
Does
even still
Patreon
active or what
cost
you need
money?
to do to that.
We
So if you want to just
form
Just
a-
donate
check.
like
We have
hundreds,
hundreds of dollars in there. We're like,
millions of dollars, please, I'm starving. Help me.
we should just leave it for
Give
hundreds of
Jordan more
years.
money so that he can buy more Fortnite skins until the point that he buys every single Fortnite skin so they can finally actually go to the
Yeah,
theaters.
listeners, please pay us on our Patreon so Jordan can pay for a video game, cosmetics, and then his
So that
life will
he
be complete, and
actually
then he
can
can have
watch
more
the
movies
movies
for
that you guys want him to review.
exactly
Hey, I do eventually get to it, okay?
once it goes on sale. And no one's talking about
Child's college fund?
it.
Death Note in the Fortnite job?
Oh my gosh, that would be a dream. That's literally my dream.
Oh my gosh. Well, listeners, thanks again for listening. This has been Futuro Hid Movie Gems signing out. Peace.
Bye.
Jeez.
Chicken.
Chicken.